The Lotus and the Cross, the story and symbolism behind my ministry logo. Hello all, I am Elizabeth J. McCarty, also known in these internet streets as Empress Elisheva, and I am the founder of Elizabeth McCarty Ministries, a metaphysical ministry dedicated to helping women. Well, you see, I used to always start my videos, I've done 3 so far, and I've always started my videos by saying that I help women. But honestly, if my content resonates for men, then yeah, it's for you too. I'm focused on women because I'm a woman and I need to target somebody, at least in the beginning. So yeah, my metaphysical ministry is dedicated to helping women align with and live out their highest vibrational realities in this lifetime. If you are interested in purchasing either of my books, check out the link in the description box below. Currently, they both are only available in ebook format on Amazon for Kindle and on barnesandnobles.com or bn.com for Nook. Okay, so let's just get into this. I started my spiritual journey many years ago. I've always been on this journey, honestly, but it started in earnest in like 2015, 2016, I'd say. And over the course of my journey and my studies, I desperately needed to understand the religion I was loosely raised up in, which is Christianity. I say loosely because we didn't go to church every Sunday. But either way, if someone were to ask me, what do you consider yourself? I would say I'm Christian. I needed to understand how it connected to my other spiritual interest, which was the occult and metaphysics. I had to find out how the two were connected and whether there was something wrong with me for being drawn to both. I felt a lot of confusion and guilt because I couldn't reconcile these two seemingly disparate belief systems. Seeking the answers outside myself didn't help matters because people I talked to about my interest usually rejected anything metaphysical and occult outright. As a result, over time, I just stopped sharing my curiosities and delved into just figuring out how to understand and find a middle ground all by myself. I found my answers, and I am continuing to discover new ways of synthesizing what I've come to understand about occult information in the big 3 Abrahamic religions. Though my studies for now have been more so regarding Judaism and Christianity. I've only lightly studied Islam, but I've made my initial realizations, and those realizations warrant deeper study. So I know that I'm on the right track and that many of the conclusions I've come to about Christianity and Judaism will likely also apply to Islam in some regard. I just like to do my studying, beforehand, before I make any solid declarations or draw firm conclusions. So I say all that to say that it was my research into the occult and particularly my study of symbols and symbolism that really blew the whole thing wide open for me. The role symbolism plays in the occult, according to my opinion, which is based on my own study via books and learning from specific teachers, is too big of a topic for this particular video. Just know that the use of symbolism isn't some trivial last-minute thought. It serves as an important purpose in achieving one's goals. For me, when I decided last year that I would at some point start putting more effort behind creating my own ministry, I wanted it to reflect what I feel our goal is here on earth. My ministry is a metaphysical ministry dedicated to helping women align with their highest vibrational realities. Yeah, but how does one even do that? How does one align with their highest vibrational reality? Well, I'm working on a video about that specifically, and it's currently in the queue waiting for me to outline it and write it up. But essentially, you align with the highest energetic version of yourself by raising up and living out your divine feminine aspect, and then doing the same exact thing with your divine masculine aspect. Yes, you have both, regardless of whatever sex you were born as. Alignment with both sacred halves of yourself and then bringing them together in a divine cohesion of those supposed opposites is what ascends you energetically, which is the same as saying high vibrational. So becoming high vibrational during your human lifetime, that's the work that we all incarnated to do. When we don't get it right, quote unquote, we come back or reincarnate for another opportunity to do so. This foundationally is the work. For me, everything else falls into either one or the other category. Noise that is meant to distract you from the simplicity of this, or information meant to break down exactly how to do this. My goal, of course, is to offer you all of the latter and none of the former. There are a number of books on symbols. A quick Amazon search will yield favorable results. Once you decide you want to build your library, it won't be difficult and you'll easily have this information at hand. Some books are better than others, though. I will say that. You want something encyclopedic and detailed. Okay, so let's talk about the symbols that I've used to make up my ministry logo. The lotus. The lotus is often assumed to be only a Chinese symbol, but it is also associated with Egyptian, Hindu, and Middle Eastern cultures. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and the same can be said about symbols. As such, the meanings associated with the lotus and its history as a symbol is long and varied, and that is to be expected. However, I selected it for a part in my ministry logo chiefly for one reason: its association with the goddess, Great Mother, Divine Feminine, and the Yoni. The cross. This cross is actually called a Latin cross, and according to Barbara Walker's book, The Women's Dictionary of Symbols and Sacred Objects, it wasn't originally a Christian symbol. It did, however, come to eventually represent the cross that the man they claim was called Jesus was crucified upon. Walker also goes on to state that in earlier cultures, the Latin cross was primarily a phallic symbol, and that was the main reason I chose it. If you look at my logo, you see it's a cross nestled into a lotus. So my logo represents the sacred joining of feminine and masculine energies, which, as I mentioned earlier, is the alignment and singularity that is the purpose for incarnation on this plane, in my opinion, and as far as I'm concerned. So my goal with this logo was to be a constant reminder to myself of the purpose of my metaphysical ministry. It's a simplified mission, the goal of becoming whole energetically. And it's what I want to be my guiding principle for any work that I do or any offering I make as I work to enact what I believe to be my purpose. All right, bet. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. And while you're at it, hit subscribe. I'm a brand new channel and I would really appreciate the love. Until next time, holla at your girl.